On this Sugar Showdown, 3 seriously talented bakers pull out all the stops to impress our judges.
Cheese Fudge? It's like my new band name.
To win the title of Sugar Showdown champion.
The cheesecake is taking way too long.
And win $10,000.
We gotta get this done.
Bakers, start your ovens. Let's meet our bakers. Farzan Fala from Toronto, Canada, has worked in some of the top restaurants in the country.
If I win that $10,000 today, I'm gonna put it towards opening up my own establishment.
AJ Talaket from Victoria, Canada, is head pastry chef at the Fairmont Empress Hotel.
I really want to win this $10,000. I want to donate it to the Children's Hospital.
Elizabeth Halen from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, left a PhD and academic career behind to open up Flying Monkey Bakery.
We make one crazy cake with a pumpkin pie and an apple pie baked inside. It's the perfect Thanksgiving dessert.
Welcome to the Showdown. Your first challenge is to make a cake using this mystery ingredient. Cheese curds.
What is this? A cheese curd?
When the first challenge is over, one of you is gonna have to leave. However, 2 of you will have a chance to be titled the Sugar Showdown champion and win $10,000. We're gonna be judging you on presentation, taste, and originality. You have an hour and a half on our clock. Your time starts now.
First thing that I think of is poutine, maple syrup, bacon, cheese curds. So I'm going to add the cheese curds to the dough, and hopefully that'll give it a bit of cheesy flavor. We're gonna make a apple and cheese curd cake. I'm gonna put puff pastry on the bottom, spice pound cake on top of that, and then I'm just gonna fill it with apples and cheese curd. For garnish, we'll make some profiteroles, bacon, potato chips, and cinnamon salt on top.
Okay, Jolene, let's do it.
Let's do this.
I'm gonna make a cheese curd cheesecake with saffron between 2 layers of pistachio meringue-based sponge and a ganache of white chocolate and pistachio and some dark chocolate garnish on top. So, Jolene, you're working on the cheese curd first?
Yep. So you're gonna work on the dry and wet that? I'm going to make a sweet corn cake with cheese curds, chocolate cheese fudge, and a honey buttercream.
That cornmeal, it's gonna be delicious.
How's it going?
That's enough? Good
A little bit more.
saffron?
Let it infuse a little
Before
bit
I
more.
add the cheese curds?
Yeah. We use saffron in a lot of Indian desserts, so I just wanted to add that flavor into the cake. Pistachio and saffron will be nice.
It's gonna taste good. The best way to take corn kernels off the cob is to stick the end of it in a bundt pan and use a sharp knife. I'm adding the corn in for you. So the first thing I'm doing is making the sweet corn cake layers. Our strategy is to make thin layers of cake so that they bake quickly and then can cool quickly. I'm gonna start a 15-minute timer and then we'll just see what happens.
That sounds about right.
All right, I'm just gonna get the pound cake together right now. So to make this a full cake, something that the judges will be happy with, I'm making a spice pound cake that will also go really well with the apple and cheese curd flavor. All right, cake's in.
Here are our judges. Product developer, Maggie McKeown. Journalist and owner of San Antonio's Bird Bakery, Elizabeth Chambers. And the ace of cakes, Duff Goldman. So cheese curds, you guys think what I'm thinking? Poutine?
Poutine cake? Cheese curds are called the squeaky cheese. They're known for being squeaky and salty.
I think it's going to be a challenge to see how they melt or cooking with them.
This is a very, very difficult challenge.
So we're gonna blend it up, Jolene. I decided to change the texture of the cheese curd. It's gonna be more like ricotta cheese rather than that grainy texture. Make sure the cheesecake goes in first.
Yep.
Cheesecake takes a long to bake. I'm just praying and hoping that it bakes in time.
I'm starting my cheese fudge over here. I'm gonna melt some butter and the curds together. And there I'm gonna use both vanilla paste and vanilla extract. Just hope that they please the judges.
They'll both come out beautiful.
Bring this up to a boil, add the flour, cook it out. I'm making profiteroles. It's a mixture of flour, water, and butter. Just add one egg at a time. The eggs are what help incorporate air, and that's what makes them puff up and hollow in the center. Well, let's see if this works. So instead of taking up oven space, so we're deciding to just deep fry. Hopefully it'll turn out. Yeah, should be great.
So I'm gonna gradually add in the sugar for egg whites. I'm making a meringue-based sponge. I want to get a right amount of pistachio flavor and the right texture from the sponge.
So we're gonna want 2 layers in each cake.
So just like make a little hole, and then we'll fill these guys up with the mascarpone. One main thing the judges are looking for in this competition is presentation. And I'm hoping that some profiteroles will help make it pop.
Is that last cake out?
Almost. My cakes are still hot. I'm worried about the cakes cooling in time for me to trim them and fill them without having any of the ingredients melt. I'm just gonna stick this one in the fridge. At this point, I'm thinking the tiered cake isn't gonna happen.
Cheesecake's not sitting.
These cheesecakes are taking way too long. Temperature looks okay. I'm gonna take some mix out.
Yeah, put it on the half sheets. Yeah, so it's thinner.
yeah.
Sounds good.
I'm hoping it bakes faster. We gotta get this done.
Bakers, 30 minutes left. And just a reminder, one of you is gonna go home.
And that is exactly what I wanted it to do.
Yes.
I'm putting a layer of our cheese fudge in between each layer of sweet corn cake.
I'm telling you, man, those two words together, that makes me happy. Cheese fudge. Just say it with me. Cheese fudge. I'm excited about that, man.
Think they're done?
The cheesecake is good too. We take the cheesecake out and we put this in the blast chiller. It just needs to cool down so we can mask it.
I've got the puff pastry on the bottom, the cake on top of that. Fill the holes with apples, top off the apples with a bit more cheese curds.
I'm gonna do the leaf.
Okay.
I'm making dark chocolate leaves for garnish. This is what I'm known for, my chocolate work, and I want to show that off.
I'm putting in a little structure by cutting some plastic drinking straws and sticking them in the middle of the large layer so that when I place the 6-inch layer on top, it's nice and stable.
The cheesecake is taking way too long. My cheesecake is not cooling down. My vision is to put the sponge in the bottom, the cheesecake in the center, and the sponge back on top. So I have to change to plan B. We're gonna sandwich this. Sandwich 2 layers of the pistachio sponge with some raspberry jam. Cheesecake on the bottom, pistachio sponge on top. Ganache the whole thing, chilling. Glaze that with some white chocolate pistachio ganache.
It's gonna have a rustic, dripping look.
I'm gonna build this, you're gonna build this one. I'm gonna smear apple butter on top of the pound cake, and hopefully that'll give it a bit more apple flavor as well as a bit more texture.
Just slap the garnish on, Julian. I'm assembling this cheesecake. I'm putting some chopped pistachio right on the sides.
We're coming to finishing the cake, just taking the chips and the bacon and give it an architectural texture.
5, 4,
Okay.
3,
We're set.
2, 1.
Yes.
That's it, guys. It's over.
Yes.
Bakers, your first challenge was to make a cake using our mystery ingredient, cheese curds. Farzan, tell us about your cake.
So the base of the cake is a puff pastry made with cheese curds in it, then a spiced pound cake, roasted apple with a bit of bacon, and then little profiteroles that are filled with mascarpone.
I would have liked to see more cheese curd taste, but everything else was delicious.
This cake, it's wild. It actually tastes to me almost like pizza.
If I was you, I would quit your job, get a food truck, and just serve this pizza cake. There's a lot going on here. The thing I like the most is the caramel with the bacon. This is the problem. It's also dominating the cheese curds.
AJ,
So I made a pistachio saffron cheese curd cake and also tried to showcase some of our chocolate work. Please enjoy.
AJ, you blew my mind. I think you did an excellent job profiling the cheese curd.
Okay.
There's something going on between the cheese and the raspberry that kind of makes it medicinal. It's just an odd flavor.
Elizabeth,
I made a sweet corn cake with cheese curds, a layer of chocolate cheese fudge, and a honey buttercream to tie it all together.
Cheese fudge? It's like my new band name. We are Cheese Fudge. You know, that's so good, Cheese Fudge. But I don't know if you should have called it Cheese Fudge. I think you just should have called it fudge. I don't taste any cheese.
Everything about your cake, the density, the moisture, perfect crumb, you nailed the cake by itself.
all right, thank you, bakers. You could head back to your stations while the judges figure all this out.
It's gonna be anybody's game. It's done, it's done.
I'm not really sure.
Couldn't taste the cheese and anything.
The judges have reached a decision. AJ, your chocolate work wasn't enough to save your cake. You're out of the showdown.
Thank you.
Good job, man. We took a bold step by baking a cheesecake. Presentation suffered, and we paid the price.
Bakers, for the final challenge, you need to make a cake following a wedding theme. And your cake needs to have 3 different layers.
I knew one day that I was going to make a wedding cake. Didn't know that it was going to be today.
You have 2 hours on the clock. Your time starts now.
So we're going to make a 3-tiered cake, each tier being a marriage of 2 different flavors. The first one, raspberry and sparkling wine cream. The second one is going to be a wildflower and lemon curd. And the third one is going to be a coffee and chocolate cream.
I've never made a cake for $10,000 before. This will be my first. I'm making a vanilla and chocolate cake with a chocolate ganache filling. Then I am adding a small carrot cake layer with a white chocolate spiced ganache, all covered in an orange liqueur buttercream.
I got Lewis doing the batters. Is there sugar in there, bud?
Yeah, butter, cream, and sugar.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and get all the creams and fillings. I'm hoping this sparkling wine kind of loosens up the cream a bit and also give it a bit more flavor.
I'm gonna add some spices to our white chocolate ganache. It's gonna go in our carrot cake. The first thing I'm gonna do is the ganache. This chocolate ganache is gonna be perfect by the time we're ready for it. I need them to cool before I can use them as filling between my cake layers.
I'm gonna make the flavor base for the cake. I'm just gonna crush some saffron. I found a bit of bee pollen just to give it some more yellow color.
Which one are you gonna do first?
Vanilla first, then chocolate, then carrot.
Shane is going to mix all of our ingredients so that all the cakes go in at roughly the same time and then come out at the same time.
Vanilla is set.
I'm feeling really good. I think our plan is awesome.
The chocolate's down below.
That's
and
so
then
smart.
the 4.
If we can get all the cakes out of the oven at the same time,
Carrots are in.
it will be a huge advantage.
So I'm making pound cake just because it bakes fast, it's easy to mix, and it's no fail.
Is that okay?
Yeah. We decided to do a massive batch and then add in the flavor after.
People love to drink at weddings. So I'm making 3 simple syrups, one with rum, one with whiskey, and one with a coffee liqueur.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's good, right? I could drink a pitcher of that.
So I tasted the lemon curd and it's a bit too tart. I feel like this cake is gonna need something to balance out the flavors. We're gonna do poppy seeds. Again, our cake is all about marriage of flavors.
Those cakes need more time. I'm frustrated because I want them all to be done at the same time. I am feeling very, very anxious now about how much time we have. I have simple syrups not soaking into cakes. I have ganache fillings that aren't cool enough to use. We cut off more than we can chew.
Only 20 minutes left. Remember, $10,000 is on the line.
We cut off more than we can chew. I'm frustrated. The cakes aren't done. We just have to take a step back and let the oven finish baking the cakes.
So I take the coffee cake out. Cakes turned out
Great.
I was feeling pretty relieved. The other trays are gonna turn out just like this one simply because we use the same batter.
Yes. So the cakes aren't out. We trim them up. We soak them in the cold, simple syrup. Who needs fingerprints? And you've still got the rum soak. That can go on this carrot layer. And we stick them in the blast chiller so that they can chill as fast as possible.
Just roll it up just like that. Push out the outside. Keep going around. You think of wedding cakes, you always see sugar flowers on there. So we're trying to make as many flowers as we can. This might be ambitious, but I think we're gonna make it.
Farzam is spending a lot of time on something that I absolutely hate, and that's fondant, the F word.
It's so much more impressive when somebody makes a flower than, here, I picked a flower and I put it on here.
I agree.
You know?
It's a wedding cake.
Nobody eats them.
The buttercream is ready. You want me to throw it on?
Does the orange come through?
At the end.
It's very subtle. It's too subtle. Be right back. This is what we need. Orange oil.
Yes. I can smell it.
It's like the booze wasn't enough.
I want a bit of fruit in there to make it a bit brighter. I noticed that it's coffee cake and chocolate cream. It needs something in there. The cherries are just gonna brighten up the coffee and the chocolate, not make it so heavy and dense. We start building the second layer. Wildflower cake goes on first. I really hope this ends up looking good. I have no idea what the colors are gonna look like together. Then we wanna make a little border on the outside.
That looks awesome.
This is lemon curd, and the third layer being raspberry and sparkling wine cream.
Bakers, 5 more minutes. Remember, $10,000 is on the line.
If we hustle, we can squeak this out. So vanilla cake layer, chocolate ganache, chocolate cake. On top of that, carrot cake, white chocolate spiced ganache. Then I'm adding orange buttercream all over the whole thing.
The sparkling wine cream is going to go well with all 3 layers. So I'm gonna use this as my base garnish. I'm not masking this cake because I want the colors of the layers to come out. So I figured let's just leave it naked.
How's this looking to you? Is it straight?
Yeah, here, it slopes.
Towards me?
Yeah.
When you cut into the cake, it should really be an even layer of buttercream all the way around. It doesn't only matter what the cake looks like as a finished product, it also matters what it looks like when it's cut.
Bakers, 1 more minute.
1 minute.
1 minute.
We wanted to add a color pop, so we found some edible flowers. I think it definitely fits the theme.
Currants?
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. One of you will walk away with $10,000. Bakers, for this challenge, I asked you to make a wedding-themed cake that had 3 different layers. Farzam, tell our judges about your cake.
For each layer, I decided to do 2 different flavors. The top layer, a raspberry cake, and then we did a champagne cream celebration. That's the first tier. The second tier, representing the wedding, the wildflower cake with lemon curd in the center, as well as a poppy seed cream. And then the last tier, representing the morning after. It's a mixture of coffee, cherries, and chocolate cream.
Farzam, I find your first layer, the raspberry champagne layer, delightful. It's tastes delicious, it's moist.
I took a bite, I was like, chocolate! Like, it was huge. This is like a kick in the teeth. It was in a good way, sorry.
Okay.
It was a delicious kick in the teeth.
The naked cake trend is really, really popular now. Everybody wants the unfrosted cake look. The problem is that unfrosted cakes dry out very, very quickly. And I couldn't get past the dryness of your cake.
Elizabeth.
So you got my 3 favorite varieties of cake. Vanilla cake on the bottom that's been soaked in a whiskey simple syrup. There's a dark chocolate ganache in between the vanilla and the chocolate layers. The chocolate layer has been soaked in a coffee liqueur simple syrup. And then the smaller slice of cake is our carrot cake, and it has a spiced white chocolate ganache in between the 2 layers and covered with an orange liqueur buttercream.
Elizabeth, you made one of my favorite cakes, was carrot cake, and it's great. And then you put white chocolate in it.
No, which I don't like.
White chocolate's disgusting. Nobody likes white chocolate, but I totally dig it. I dig the whole thing.
I really get an alcohol-forward cake as opposed to like a carrot cake, a chocolate cake, or a vanilla cake.
Now's the tough part. We have to wait while the judges decide who will win this showdown and go home with $10,000. All right, guys, well, let's break it down.
Here's the thing, like, the art of cake decorating, there are little idiosyncrasies that you have to get just right. Leveling the cake is one of them. Baking the cake to a perfect consistency is another one. There's no winging it in cakes. Looking at Farzam's cake, I mean, the top tier, sitting crooked. This cake was falling apart.
Before we pile on Farzam, his theme was unbelievable. The marriage of flavors, it was awesome.
But I wouldn't be excited to sit down at a wedding and be served any of those slices. Look at Elizabeth's. I mean, look at the edges, look at the frosting, look at the moisture in that cake. To me, this cake wins hands down.
But Elizabeth didn't really challenge us. She served us a chocolate cake, a vanilla cake, a carrot cake.
You guys think that you've made a decision?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
I do.
Farzam, your cake showed daring creativity. Elizabeth, your traditional cake layers were perfectly executed. The winner of this sugar showdown is Elizabeth.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I just won $10,000. Yay. Thank you for all your help. We are going to do a small renovation at the bakery, and I'm going to buy my assistant a really nice present.
Good job. Have a good time.
Really good.